Hey, how you doing? This is Trevon Jr. for those who don't know me. Right now I'm currently a rising second-year student at the University of Virginia, UVA, the greatest school in the country for those who don't know. And you know, I'm here just basically to share the things that I've learned, the do's and don'ts after attending college for my first year. And for one thing I can say, has been a huge learning experience. I've learned a lot about myself, just things of that nature. So, you know, since this whole summit is geared towards passing down information towards the younger generation, you know, I'm still young, I'll claim that, but, you know, for kids that are younger than me, I just wanted to basically just kind of give the do's and don'ts as the young guys are getting older and such. You know, you see them around the church and whatnot. But I would say for sure, you know, for myself, probably the number one thing I would tell anyone is to get a relationship with God, and for it to be real. Because for myself personally, you know, being pastor's child and whatnot, firstborn, oldest, and all that, I relied a lot of my faith based off of seeing my dad and seeing my mom and how they operated and whatnot, and basically just relying on their relationship with God in order to kind of supply mine. You know, so I didn't really know God. Yeah, I just didn't really know God for myself. I kind of knew Him through how my parents knew Him. So I would say for sure, you know, going off by yourself or going anywhere really to really just get a unique and real relationship with God, because, you know, for myself, being so far away from home, you know, you need Him. You need Him. There's plenty of situations where, you know, I needed God and He came through for me, obviously, as He does all the time. You know, and that's with anything, academically, socially, athletically, you know, anything. So I would say that would be number one for sure, is to definitely get a real relationship with God, because that's something that you can take with you through the rest of your life. You know, that's not something that's going to last through just your college years. That's something that can grow, it can be nurtured and whatnot, and it can only get better. Second piece of advice I would say is to be mindful of your surroundings, be mindful of your environment, especially, you know, if you're an African-American male, you know, like, whether or not you want to admit it or not, you're looked at. Especially, you know, I can really only speak for myself, especially, you know, being at UVA, there's been a lot of things going on at UVA. You know, a good friend of mine, Martise Johnson, that whole thing with him. So, you know, there's been a heightened attention piece that's been added to, you know, the nation with this whole being a young black male. So I would say for sure you have to watch how you're viewed. You have to watch what you do. You have to watch what you say, how you act, things like that. Even down to how you dress, because whether or not you like it, people notice. So thirdly, I would say, you know, being real, females, like, that's really not something, you know, that's not important right now, especially for the young guys and that's about to be going off to high school, going off to college, even wherever level you're at. Like, girls will always be there. That's something for sure I've learned. College is a whole different level when you come to females, because it's just, there's so many people. So one, have a real relationship with God. Two, watch how you present yourself to people. And three, just be mindful of all your actions in terms of socially. If a lot of the young people, they follow like those three things, it'll help them out a lot, because we're all in this together. You know, I want to see Raphael succeed just as much as I'm sure his father wants him to succeed. You know, I want to see success from all the young men at the church. Not even just from at the church, but from anyone. So, you know, I feel like as an older person, if I have the ability to teach and give advice to somebody that's younger than me, so that way they don't make some of the same mistakes I made, or just make some of the same decisions I've made. I shouldn't even say mistakes, but just make some of the same decisions. Then I feel like that's a responsibility for me to do so.